Me and my family are in Atlanta in College Park on Main Street. We went to the bodega, and this place was recommended to us by a bunch of people. I got it. Let's try it and rate it 1 through 10. We spent $38. We in Atlanta. I haven't been able to call my order in at 95% of the places I went to. So my family went in and picked it up for me. I'm gonna show you everything I got, and we're gonna try it and rate it 1 through 10. Chopped cheese nachos, the original chopped cheese. Last but not least, the grown-up grilled cheese panini. I will not lie and tell you I'm not excited, because I am. I'm gonna be 100% honest, but I'm very excited. These are nachos. They chopped cheese nachos, but they own Doritos. They own Doritos. They look like nacho cheese.
That's some hood shit. I cannot eat no Doritos with chopped cheese or even beyond chopped cheese. That's too much for me.
Sour cream, corn, beef. Hold on, let me get some meat. I ain't no meat. It's salty in my opinion, but it's delicious.
Hell no.
These hood nachos. That's what these.
Yeah, oh hell no. Homie just said they salty. I go in the store, I go in restaurants with no pork, no salt.
You can't tell me about no hood nachos. I've been eating hood nachos since I was a kid. I know what a hood nacho is. You grab you some cheese, you grab you some Doritos, and some meat. This is a classic. 8.8 out of 10. That's high. That's really.
That joint like probably like $18.99 for that. Bag of Doritos is like $1. I'm definitely not. And that joint is salty. He said, "Oh Lord, I go in the store, no pork, no salt."
Real high. Just for some chips and some meat, but it's seasoned. Crazy. My chest will hurt afterwards, but I eat that whole thing. That's the type of meal that give you chest burn. To show heartburn. I said chest burn. Both of them. This is the original. From my knowledge, the chopped cheese is just chopped up hamburger with cheese and sauce.
It look good.
It's simple. It's very simple, but delicious. The bread is soggy, which I'm not mad at. It's buttery. It's cheesy. It's seasoned.
That's why sometimes I don't like going out to eat. Every majority of the places they don't be salty. They OD on the salt.
It's a little salty again, but this with a bag of Doritos, just like Doritos by itself, not the nachos. Again, a classic. Just like after the pool. Go straight to sleep. It's like after the pool with some Doritos and a juicy juice. 8.5 out of 10. I like nachos a little bit better. In my eyes, this food is more novelty. This is more like nostalgic, fun. This is fun food.
So Keith Lee. Your man Keith Lee canceled his tour due to the black people in Atlanta complaining. But he in Atlanta right now, he just gave them a 8.5. Which I probably would have gave it lower than that, because the bread is salty, the meat and the chips salty. Oh, hell no. And then he told me I'll get a juicy juice after that. Water gang, man. You have more than a chest burn. Shitting me. Let's get some more intake on this though. From the OGs, Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochocinco. Ocho Cinco.
Let me give people a backdrop.
Come on, bro.
Keith Lee is a TikTok food critic. He accidentally caused chaos in the Atlanta restaurant scene. In the videos, which have been viewed over 95 million times, Lee said multiple restaurants he had a hard time ordering ahead. So he tried to order food in advance. They said, no, we're not doing that. He said experienced poor customer service, or his family initially was turned away only to be offered a table once they realized they were with him. Restaurants have received death threats. Cardi B talked about Lee's food tour videos, IG. I feel like Atlanta restaurants, they don't like to make money, she said, describing how difficult it is for her to order food in the city without having to mention her name.
Keith Lee and Cardi B, you should be feeling grace, welcome, special in a certain way. That the restaurants is probably not taking regular customers at the time. They got certain policies on regular customers. But once they say It's Keith Lee. I'm a food critic. I go around helping or giving my opinion on food restaurants. I spend my money here. Or Cardi B that make music for the fans. So it's like, yes, I'll help you because you help the community. And Cardi B is saying that's bad service. They don't like money. Just bent the rules once you said your name. You just shit on them like that.
I don't know how often you've been to Atlanta, but the Atlanta food scene, we unique because a lot of times it's all about dressing up, and it's an hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 hour wait time. A lot of times, Ocho.
Y'all still got is it restaurant still in Atlanta? Hour, 2 hour wait. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I never waited longer than 30 minutes. If y'all packed and busy like that, I'm gone. I don't want no mistakes on my meal. Be waiting for a waitress to come check me every 10 to 15 minutes because I need my water refilled. I need the lime coming or some of the lemon. I need the hot water. So they're gonna be busy. So an hour, 2 hour wait, I'm gonna go somewhere else where I give some better service, individual service, customer service, and it's a win-win situation.
So you got to eat a meal before you actually go to the restaurant because you're gonna be hungry damn again before you actually get in the restaurant. So It's perfect. And look,
hell no.
I don't want people to think what's going on is unique to Atlanta and Black restaurants. Normally, Ocho, you know this from being a professional athlete. We get privileges sometimes at the restaurant, and sometimes we get to get things that normal people don't get. It happens.
I don't like it.
Ocho. So you've never gotten a table because you were Ocho Cinco.
I'm not talking about that. Yeah. And when they do, I mean, you know me, you know how I move, and everybody in this chat knows how I move when I go to restaurants. If you seat me first, you understand coming at the end when it's time to tip. I've been doing that 20-some years.
Okay, but
I like the fact that
that's what I'm saying. You should feel privileged, and then you break them off at the end. That's a win-win situation. When I used to go to clubs, the line is long. The bouncer look like he take a little money. He needs some money for his pockets. I know they only getting 100 that night, 100 to 150 that night. Yeah, I might break them off $40, $20. Let them get something to eat so I could get in the club. That's a win-win situation. He got a little money to eat, digging his check. I don't have to wait that long. Win-win situation.
what he's doing.
Ocho,
I don't like it. I don't like the critiquing of our restaurants and having people and talking bad about our goddamn businesses and
Ocho,
like, dude, you know how hard it is,
and I get it, Ocho,
for us to even get in the food industry and to have our own restaurant and so.
Ocho,
like, what are we doing?
Don't ask me to come to your house and then ask me what I think about it without asking me to give you my honest opinion.
Nobody asked. Nobody asked for that. Nobody asked for that.
A lot of these people, listen, a lot of these restaurants do DM him, ask him to come. But he wants to go on. A lot of times he wants to go unannounced and give people. That's what he is. He's a food critic. He's turned himself into a food critic. It's okay.
Are we turning himself into resume? What are the qualifications of being a food critic?
I don't know, Ocho. I don't know. You just gotta eat at the restaurant nobody ate at. And give a good, honest critique on the food, the business, and give a referral. That's it. You don't have to work in this. I mean, if you work in the back kitchen before, you know certain recipes, you know things like that. That's a benefit, but just go to the restaurant and give a referral. Now, I see where Ocho's coming from. He's coming from the Black culture. Look how long it took us to even start business, the food, especially the food industry. But Ocho, I get that. I get the black on black. Gotta stay positive. Gotta lift each other up. But listen, if he do a good critique, that's basically free advertisement for the business. And if he give a bad critique, that could be that's gonna be pros and cons, because some people might want to go check it out to see if he's telling the truth, or they might agree and voice their opinion. And now that restaurant have to deal with that backlash. But that's every business though. Every culture of business. Every culture of business gonna have as advertisements or referrals. It's just that now now that we got social media, we know the numbers on the views. X amount of views equal money. So we gonna run that play. We gonna run that play. So we don't need no damn resume. We need to know X amount of views and followers equal the bag. That's it. Now, look at McDonald's, right? Like McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, all the fast food chains, right? And then look at some of the black restaurants. There is no advertisement for the black restaurants. I don't care if it's free or they pay or they don't pay or they don't even know about advertisement, marketing. But if you look at the fast food chains, that's one thing that keep them up and running. Advertisement, marketing. And you know, sometimes they say that how the color make you want to eat, all that stuff they got going on. Now they always advertise the good, right? They don't say nothing bad about their product because they advertising it, they marketing. So whenever a little dog, a little homie do a little critique view or anything on McDonald's, yes, it's gonna get some views. Yes, it's gonna probably blow up, but it's not gonna stop people from going to McDonald's. Number one, marketing and advertisement, they got that on lock. The coloring and all that make you hungry and stuff like that. If you believe it, okay. Them fries be smelling crazy when you walk by McDonald's. So that's two right there. The smell comes out the damn restaurant. And it's like a McDonald's on. If it's a hood or if it's a large community, it's a McDonald's somewhere. Quick and easy. So that's the thing about that. They not really hurting off if people calling them nuggets fake. They making fake hamburgers. They just put out more marketing. Hire drop a bag for Cardi B to make her Cardi B Happy Meal. Drop a bag for Sweetie to make her Happy Meal. And it draws more money. It draws more bag. But now, and Keith Lee and his situation, and what Ocho's saying is that we don't have that advertisement, that marketing. We don't have a lot of business that's bringing us money. In the restaurant business, everybody say that's the hardest business. That's the hardest industry to get into and maintain is the restaurant business. So he's looking at it from that standpoint. And our circumstances as Black people. So I get where he's coming from, but we can't fault Keith Lee though. That's one thing. We cannot all the way default him. He's just telling his experience, whether it was good or bad. Shout out to Keefe D. You definitely views, followers equal that bag. Homie just said you had 90 something million views of one post. I definitely know you're food critic now, full time. I know you're food critic now, full time. So I know how mad you are that you can't finish the Atlanta tour. But you gotta respect it also. You gotta respect it also. These businesses could get closed down off of that critique, off of that one post. You have 90 million people. That's on the so you influence 90 million people. Now say you influence the 50 million. Now at 50 million, and then it's probably 20 million around Atlanta. That's not gonna even go or spend money in that business no more. Now they're taking a big hit because they don't advertise or market their business in the first place.
Restaurant, and do you like the food? Did you like the customer service? What was it like? Yes. What was the wait time like? That's all you got to do.
How about go do that at Maestro's? Go do that shit at Chris Roof. Go do it at Poppy Steak. Go do it at fucking Zuma. Go do it at goddamn whatever the fucking rest of them goddamn 5-star restaurants that everybody. Go do it at that. Name one of the restaurants you go to in LA. Name one. Where you and Selena Gomez went? Where y'all went? What's the name of the restaurant y'all went to?
I don't forgot now.
You know.
I honestly forgot because I had.
Just forgot once Ocho asked him the question. I forgot now.
I have never been there before.
Go do it at their restaurants and give them the bad press and all the bad.
Ocho.
I seen Keith Lee. He's Black. So I don't think he's critiquing just Black businesses. And if he is, he has the right. He's Black. Now, if he's doing a bad critique, this should be well planned and thought out now. He might be leaving a good tip though. So we're not gonna fault Keith Lee. He might be dropping that good tip.
Because you're Black doesn't mean you're above criticism.
I'm not saying you're above anything, but go do it there. It's hard enough for us as it is. Now here you go.
So in other words, so if he got bad service, he's supposed to just let that slide.
Service wasn't bad. Service wasn't bad. Oh, service because it wasn't. It wasn't. I ain't never had bad service. And even if the
so that's your opinion, your experience, and then that's his experience. You never had bad service. He had bad service.
Service was bad. They might be having a bad day because some of the goddamn idiots they don't have to deal with.
Ocho, honestly.
All right, we know it. Ocho taking the stance of race, emotion. He empathizing for the restaurants in the Black community. But that's not gonna work in this argument right here. Or this stance that you standing on. It's a weak stance. It's definitely a weak stance. Like I said, in Maestro's and Roof Chris, I don't know. Did he make a video on those? And then, goddamn, he don't pay $100. He don't have like an 8-hour plate. He's not gonna eat outside. He can't take the food outside. He don't have to eat inside unless he don't do for takeout. He definitely gonna be waiting an hour. And then 9 out of 10, they food is alright. They food alright. I just don't like the salt. No pork, no salt. As soon as I walk in the door. No pork, no salt. With a gallon of water. And tell me come back like every 7 to 10 minutes. Unless you don't bring the big picture of the glass, the big picture of the water. I mean, I like good service. But when it's bad service, it's like having a bad day. It's like you have to vent. You have to get it off your chest, get it off your mind. And then eventually you make a decision. It was just that day. I won't go back. It's only those two options. But when you definitely have a bad experience, it definitely spreads more faster than having a good experience. That's my opinion. When I have a good experience at a restaurant, I talk to the person I'm with how good this experience was. We just talking about it. The person get a good tip. We walking out of there confidently, laughing, engaging about the restaurant. When I have a bad experience, if you don't take that deep breath, you're gonna be arguing all the way to the car. You might call your mans, or your man's calling you. Whatever he called to talk about, that's irrelevant. It's about this restaurant right now. I think that goes for anything. Like anytime you have a bad experience, you want to vent, you need to let it out faster than you having a good experience. Good experience, you can hold that in for a minute. Sometimes with good experience, I'm not gonna lie, you don't want everybody to know the good spot. You don't want everybody to know the good spot. Some good spots need to be low key. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on Keith Lee. I'm type mad you had to stop your bag, but I understand that your critiques was probably really affecting black businesses in Atlanta. So you gotta respect it. Go to Hawaii. Go to Pittsburgh or something like that. Go to Houston. Just take it somewhere else, because you gotta understand now. You in business, your critiquing is affecting somebody's business. Unless you do a partner plan with them, where you go test the food out, it's still real, still your real critique and everything. But if it's bad and it's trash, because you know you got a big following now, give them a big tip. Give them a tip, not no regular tip, and just keep it pushing, because you know the effect you have being the influencer now, being a TikTok influencer. And you can't tell me you're gonna know, because when we go to your Instagram, keep doing what you're doing, getting that bag. We not never hating on somebody that's getting that bag. In fact, we want to keep going and have them keep pushing to get that bag. Keith Lee. I was about to say Keith D. Keith Lee. Salute. Ocho Cinco. Keep doing your thing. But Ocho, get out your feelings, man. Get out your feelings. Go to Atlanta and drop that $5,000 tip on them. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy.